Thank you, Council President. I think at this point everything's been said, but not everybody's had a chance to say it. But I will try to add a couple of new thoughts. You all know the quote about those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. That's very much true and in the front of my mind on a day like today. In policymaking, we have to make a conscious effort to understand how we got here. This county wasn't created by accident. It was created with hundreds, thousands of individual decisions by policymakers. And for this council and the county executive to make a conscious, intentional effort to understand how we got here and correct the racial inequities and the social injustices that are part of our everyday experience is very fulfilling to me. I want to say I've told Nancy how fulfilling this is to me personally as somebody who's been in the social justice vineyards for a long time. It's where I met Anna and Nancy and many of you here. And it's very important to me as a district council member. It's very important to my district where we have 3 times the unemployment of most parts of the county, where we have schools that haven't been renovated like Eastern Middle School since the 70s, where we have more health disparities and lower graduation rates. And for this council to make a commitment to address those in a formal way makes me feel very good as a council, as a district council member. I do want anybody, I know nobody here has concerns about this, but anybody listening at home that thinks this is a radical new direction for the county should know that we haven't just been sitting around. We have been moving in this direction for many years. This council has raised the minimum wage. We've strengthened tenant rights several times. We make our transportation system more equitable and reach out to people who are underserved every single year. We've removed barriers to voting, but we still have a long way to go. And to use this lens deliberately and intentionally in all the policy making we do is going to serve all the members of the county and improve the county for everyone, not just a few. Few folks have added a timely example. Here's yesterday's timely example that I have to share. We have done work to improve voting rights and restored more machines in East County where people were standing in line 2 hours to vote in the last election. Well, most of this council and all of our House delegates signed a letter to the State Board of Elections just yesterday urging them to open up a 12th early voting site in White Oak, where statistically the most underserved voters would benefit from it. And a member of the State Board of Elections said, why would we put it in White Oak? It may as well be on the moon. So I want the State Board of Elections to understand White Oak is in Montgomery County. It's not on the moon. And that just shows you, if you think we don't have to do a lot of work in this space, we still have a lot of work to go. Thank you so much, Nancy, for your leadership on this.